Hello everyone. At this part, we are going to introduce the wireless network classification. And firstly, let's see the main wireless technologies. As the picture, you can see the technologies can be divided into Bluetooth and 3G, 4G, 5G, and 802.11 standards. Let's see the first one. For the Bluetooth, it works at 2.4 gigahertz and adopt the frequency hopping spread spectrum technology, FHSS. And for the 3G, 4G, and 5G is provided by the ISPs, right? And the latest one is 5G. It supports EMBB, MMTC, and ultra low latency URLC. So it's the latest wireless network technology nowadays we're using. And the last is a range of standards. The standard is called IEEE 802.11. It works at 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz. Seeing these technologies, and let's see, the network can also be divided into WPAN, the LAN, WMAN, and WWAN. It's based on their coverages. Let's see, the smallest coverage is WPAN, and the typical standard is Bluetooth. And the transmission rate is less than 1 megabps, and the coverage is short. The typical application is, for example, peer-to-peer network. We can use Bluetooth to exchange packets maybe between two terminals. And next, the WLAN. The transmission rate is much higher, right? Different standards support different rates. For example, .11ax, it supports up to 9.6 gigabits per second. And the coverage is about 100 meters. Okay, and for some scanner reels, it could be larger, but it's limited. Okay, and the application scanner reel is, for example, the campus network or the enterprise network. And next is WWAN, and the transmission rate is about 11 to 54 Mbps. Okay, and the coverage is 100 meters to maybe 5 kilometers. And is mainly used in the broadband access. And which have the largest coverage is WWAN. And of course, for different standards, maybe 3G, 4G, 5G, they have different transmission rates, but the coverage of them are very long, right? Of course, especially nowadays, we can access a WWAN network maybe at each corner of the world. Right, it's very convenient for us to use. And the application model is, for example, mobile phones, right? And via mobile phones, we can access the internet. Okay, this is about the classification. And about the WPAN, let's see it. WPAN is mainly used within an individual user's workspace and has a small coverage. Of course, the Bluetooth is a typical technology, right? And you can think about the application scanner reel of the Bluetooth. For example, we have Bluetooth earphones, and we can use Bluetooth to maybe exchange pictures, exchange some text face-to-face, right? So the coverage is from 5 to 10 meters, maybe. And the features is easy to operate, low power, and portable. It also works at 2.4 gigahertz. This is what we have mentioned in the last part. We said that it would cause interference, right? Okay. Next, about the WLAN. This is very common nowadays. Of course, for the campus network, for the enterprise network, we use it very common. WLAN has a larger coverage than WPAN, and it works as 2.4 gigahertz or 5.8 gigahertz. It depends on the standard it uses. And it has a higher transmission rate. It can support more STAs to access, and it can support flexible movement of STAs within the coverage. For example, in the coming course, we are going to introduce some maybe roaming technologies which support the STAs to move within the coverage of the WLAN flexibly. Okay, next about the WLAN, it has larger coverage than WLAN, right? And it has strong extensibility. Generally, it works at authorized frequency bands, and when it works as maybe an unauthorized frequency band, the interference exists. So the frequency band is actually strictly managed. You should get the authorization, then you can use it. Okay, the last is a WWAN. It provides wireless access in a large coverage than WLAN and supports faster movement. Maybe in our daily life, no matter you are in a car, you are in a train, you are moving very fast, but you still can receive the signals, right? There are large limits on the frequency band and the STA quantity. The used duration or transmitted information amount directly affect the billing. And for example, how much traffic you have used or how long you have used will affect how much you pay for it. Okay, this is about the classification of the wireless network. And let's see a question. Which of the following wireless networks has the widest coverage? Let's see. A. WPAN. B. WLAN. C. WMAN. D. WWAN. Obviously, we choose D. Right? It has the widest coverage. Okay, that's all for this part.